I've had the opportunity to talk to a few CIOs at some large customers of Salesforce recently, and there's been a theme. Okay, it's really simple, and I'm a pretty direct guy, so I'm just going to put it out there. The theme is this: before I invest in more, I need to get value from what I already have. Right? That's not uncommon, especially over the last few years as budgets have tightened, as scrutiny and pressure on large spends like IT spend have increased. But I think this is an inflection point to a certain extent with Salesforce, because I'm having a lot of these conversations that are very similar. Salesforce wants, it's very clear, and there's no fault in this, for organizations, for customers to expand their portfolio, right? For years, this was Customer 360. Recent earnings call, whether it was Benioff or Weaver or Milham, both of which are on the way out, it's that holy trinity, right? It's CRM, applications, plus AI, plus data. It's very clear they want customers to adopt more. And customers, CIOs and others, are listening. They're paying attention. And it's not that they're not interested, but there's a lot of steps Salesforce is trying to skip. They're trying to jump forward and get adoption, get use on the new, but they would be best served to focus on value receipt of what they already have. On top of this, right, especially customers that spend a lot of money with Salesforce, they're looking at these statements that are being made, whether it's the earnings call or Milham at the Barclays conference or whatever it may be, right? They look at the articles. They have resources like myself to talk to. When they see things and they hear things, when Benioff gets up there and says, we're not hiring any engineers, or we don't have plans to hire any engineers in this coming year, okay, that raises a flag. Well, where's my money going, right? I want money going to R&D, research, engineers, build better products, build the products we already have better, updates, right? It's cloud-based. No engineers? And then part of the reason they get up there, they say, well, it's because we're using agents ourselves, right? He talked about, the help support, 380,000 conversations handled by AI agents, right? Customers are paying attention to this. So you're lowering your costs. You're not hiring engineers, areas where I want you to be investing. You're cutting in resources. They said something to the effect of like maybe 1,000 resources or positions are going to be eliminated in this coming year. Now, they didn't say which ones, but you can kind of read between the lines when you look at these other things. They laid off another 1,000 last year, or 700,000. 2023, they reduced the workforce by about 10%. That's 7,000. On top of all this, they're going to be hiring more salespeople, 20%, 10 to 20% is the plan, right? That's like 2,000 resources tied to AI, selling AI. So you're investing in sales, you're taking away dollars from engineering, you're optimizing internally by your AI agents, so in other words, lowering your cost profile, and yet you're coming to me with expensive products, holding the line on discounting, focusing me on things that are new that you want, data cloud and AI agents, focusing on things that come with an expensive consumption-based metric, while not focusing on my conversations with you, my team's conversations with you around, I need more out of what I already have. How are you going to help me do that? Right? And then the bottom line is, why are you hitting weekly price increases? Your cost should be going down based on what I'm hearing. So this is the state of affairs based on the conversations that I'm having, right? So Salesforce really needs to think about how they want to approach their base right now, right? I get you want to focus on the new, but I'm telling you, if you don't focus, these new AI salespeople that are going to be knocking down doors, all well and good, but if they're not supported by, here's how we can help you get more out of what you already have. Here's how we can actually integrate Tableau, Slack, MuleSoft, make it of value to you. Here's how we're going to continue to pass on the savings we may be getting onto you. Before you have those conversations about AI and data and the Holy Trinity, focus on customers and how they can get more out of what they have. Make them feel comfortable that the millions of dollars they've already been spending is going towards what matters to them, not what could matter, or towards salespeople or a Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson Super Bowl commercial. If they focus on the right things, it could be beneficial to them. But this is the opportunity. And for all the customers out there, arm yourselves with that granular understanding of use. Arm yourselves with a unified communication plan and make sure you're ahead of the game, because trust me, if you do this right, it could be beneficial to you. But if you don't, Salesforce isn't going to let up.